Hey there guys, this is Justin at the Survivor Review, and I know this video is coming a little late. I was trying to do it over the weekend, but I just didn't have time. But this is my review of the pilot episode for the new TV show Hannibal, which is on NBC, and based off the character Hannibal Lecter. To start off, I'm a huge Hannibal Lecter fan. Me and Sam both have seen all the movies, and I know like the story and stuff like that. And this was a show I was excited for. Like, even though I'm a huge Psycho fan, I wasn't really excited for Bates Motel. But this one definitely just had my interest. I don't know why. And it didn't disappoint. Let's put it that way. I really like this pilot. It's really well done, really well shot, well acted. Great pilot. So the plot a little bit. If any of you have seen Red Dragon or Manhunter, kind of based off the same book, it follows Will Graham, the detective from Red Dragon. He's played by Edward Norton in Red Dragon. And he has a little problem. Not really a problem. It's like an ability. He can really put his mind into the killers. So there's the really good scenes where he's sitting there and he's visualizing himself killing the people and how everything was set up. And so he's called in to by the head FBI, I don't remember his name, but he's played by Lawrence Fishburne. The character has appeared in Red Dragon and Silence of the Lambs, so it's like a recurring character, and to work on this murder case. And so he does. That's kind of the basis of this first episode. And about halfway through, Lawrence Fishburne kind of thinks that Will Graham needs a little help. So he tries to find the best psychiatrist, and the one he finds is Dr. Hannibal Lecter. And Hannibal Lecter kind of becomes a psychiatrist and kind of helps him out a little bit when he's doing investigations and stuff. And that's basically the gist of the first episode. And one of the things I found interesting is that Hannibal doesn't even appear till about halfway through the episode. And I thought that was really cool because I feel Hannibal Lecter stories are always better when they don't focus on Hannibal. Because then Hannibal Rising and the movie Hannibal, they really weren't, Hannibal Rising being the worst, but Hannibal wasn't that great, so I just feel like if you focus too much on Hannibal, the story's always not that great. You need a good, another good protagonist. And Will Graham definitely is that. The performances in the show are awesome. Can't remember his name, but the guy who plays Will Graham is great. He can really see his pain and stuff like that, and the stuff he's gonna do. He's just I don't like this, but this is what I do. And his name, I think it's his name, Mads Mikkelsen, could be wrong, I'm sorry, I'm not good with names, is playing a Hannibal. He's most known as Washif in Casino Royale. He is great. I love him as the part. So he's gonna be weird seeing somebody else other than Anthony Hopkins playing Hannibal Lecter. But he does well. This is a different type of Hannibal Lecter. This isn't the cheesy one-liners and creepy stares type that Anthony Hopkins does. He's much more earthbound kind of. He's not as over the top. And you wouldn't suspect him of being a killer. And that's the whole point. But I don't know, there's something about him. I thought he was great, perfectly cast, and can't wait to see how the series develops. The character Will Graham. If any of you are Hannibal Lecter fans, I don't know if some of you might not get this, but the fans might. The version of Will Graham in this show is more of the Manhunter version than Red Dragon. You can tell he's really serious, and you can tell that he's he's kind of screwed up because of this stuff. And that's kind of how the character was in Manhunter, and that's how he is in this show. So that's really interesting. The show has a really unique visual style. It's hard to explain, but it looks different than other shows. And for a show on NBC, primetime television, you warned me from the start, it's pretty violent, actually. It's not really gory or anything, but it doesn't really have to be, especially the stories they're telling. But for a TV show on Prime networks, it's surprisingly violent and kind of bloody, and I like that. I think the reason why I was interested in this show is that it's a story of Hannibal Lecter that we haven't seen yet. Because you have like his origin story, Hannibal Rising, and then you have all of a sudden you flash forward all the way to Red Dragon, where they say, oh, he was working with this guy until he got caught and put away. And then he falls off of there. So it was just kind of like a big gap in the middle. Like, I know with the movies, in the show, it's not continuity with the movies, because it's like it's a modern day. So like, if this wasn't in continuity, it would have been in like the mid-80s probably. So it's not in continuity, but it's still like a storyline that I wanted to see. Like whenever I was like watching the movie, I was Red Dragon, I was always kind of interested in like, how did that work out? Them working together on stuff. And that seems like from the preview that that's what the show's gonna continue on doing. And that's what I'm really interested in. Just to see more of Washif as Hannibal is just really intriguing because I like his take on the character. Because it's not cheesy, there's no like one-liners. The show actually had some funny moments, which felt a little weird, but kind of worked. And there were some surreal dream scenes that Will Graham has, and those are really cool looking. So the visual style, like I said, is a strong point. So this is definitely a strong start to a show that I kind of have high hopes for, and I'm really excited to see what happens next. So I say the show is better than Bates Motel. Bates Motel keeps my interest, and I want to see what goes on next, but I'm not excited. Like yesterday, I was watching something on NBC, and they had a promo for the next episode, and I was just like, oh yeah, Hannibal, I can't wait. So definitely, if you're a fan, you'll enjoy it. And just if you're any fan of like a psychological horror, like suspense, kind of crime drama thrown in type TV show, like, then this is the show for you. I think it's easily accessible, and even if you're not like a Hannibal fan. So yeah, if you're a Hannibal fan, you'll like it. And even if you're not, like I said, you probably will enjoy it. And yeah, that's about it. I'll talk to you guys later.